Every year, my family embarks on what we fondly call the Great Tent Fiasco, otherwise known to the rest of the world as our annual camping trip. This year, Uncle Joe decided to pack a new gadget he found in some dusty corner of the internet, a squirrel call. Now, Uncle Joe is known for his questionable decisions, like the time he tried to make a campfire by rubbing two cheeseburgers together, but we humor him because, well, he's Uncle Joe. So, there we were, circled around the campfire, when he decided to demonstrate his newfound talent. With great fanfare, Uncle Joe pulled out the squirrel call, a contraption that looked like a cross between a kazoo and a miniature saxophone. He took a deep breath and blew into it. At first, nothing happened, and we all exchanged glances that screamed, "Here we go again." But then, to everyone's surprise, a rustling sound emerged from the trees. One squirrel appeared, then two, and before we knew it, a whole parade of squirrels was assembling in our campsite, their eyes glinting with the kind of curiosity you only see in tourists at Times Square. The squirrels began organizing themselves in a way that seemed far too orderly, arranging into what could only be described as a tiny rodent parliament. They started chittering and chirping at one another, and it became clear that a serious debate was underway. The pièce de résistance was when one particularly authoritative squirrel climbed onto a stump and appeared to be mediating what looked like a nut-trading negotiation. Uncle Joe stood there, slack-jawed, as his squirrel call had somehow orchestrated a full-blown squirrel convention, complete with committees and what I can only assume were tiny policy reforms. We all sat there, utterly bemused, as the squirrels wrapped up their conference, dispersing back into the forest with nuts in tow. Uncle Joe, still clutching his squirrel call, turned to us with a triumphant grin. "Guess I always had a knack for squirreling things away," he quipped. In the end, Uncle Joe's little gadget wasn't just a novelty, it proved that he had a hidden talent for turning our camping trip into an animal version of the United Nations.